I'm sure there was a big change when you put on the wheels, since they're super light. Oh yeah. We're going uphill. We're not the thinnest of them all, and the car just feels light. It feels like it definitely it gets out of its own way. So. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to Automotive Anatomy. Today we have Greg. Mr. Greg, thank you so much for making the time for us, man. Appreciate the time. You actually drove a good amount of time, man, and you actually reached out to us to feature your Mazda, so thank you so much for that opportunity, man. Tell us, what do you drive?
It's a 2009 Mazda 3 hatchback.
2009, nice. Beautiful car. One of the things I was super excited for is, like you mentioned off camera, and you're like, hey, I noticed that most of your cars are Hondas. I thought it would be a good opportunity to showcase something different. There's a few of us out there that really enjoy these cars. And with the interview that I did a while back with the Mazda Protege, I can concur, I can confirm that, yes, there are people out there who definitely love their Mazdas, and I'm liking them more and more often, man. So before we start talking about this beautiful car, tell me a little bit about yourself, Greg. When do you remember thinking, I like cars, this is a hobby that I want to pursue?
I don't know, I guess ever since I was a kid, I was always into cars, going to car shows. I didn't really get into modding until probably like the mid-90s, and when I started seeing like the Honda scene and seeing modded Hondas and stuff, and it just really intrigued me. And so that was one of my dreams, to get was a Civic hatchback, so I'm a hatchback guy. And that's kind of where it started. Where it started,
okay. Was it specifically Japanese? Lowriders, or
strictly Japanese sport compact cars. I was really into the magazines, like, you know, Super Street, Import Tuner, all those old school magazines that inspired me and motivated me to mod my car, like, to make it look like those cars in the magazine, kind of thing.
Did you go buy them at the 7-Eleven, or where would you buy them? Or did you subscribe? See, I the reason I asked you that is because I actually never subscribed to any of those, you know, magazines, but I remember seeing them at the 7-Eleven, at the Kmart's, at those Walmarts, and obviously, you know, those are gone. But you know.
I usually go to like the Barnes and Noble in the magazine section.
There. Oh, nice.
And just looked at the magazines. I actually got a subscription with the Super Street magazine. That's probably like the only magazine I got all the time.
That's cool.
And so so
you get it at the end of the month, right? Like a new.
Yeah, every month, towards the end of the month, they would send out a new magazine, and then you know, back then you didn't have the internet, so then when you wanted to order parts, you had to go through the magazine and and call them up on the phone and order the parts.
Dude, I've never experienced that. I mean, it sounds like a headache at times, but that was pretty cool that you got to enjoy that experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was before the Fast and Furious days, so I was into the car modding before that, so I'm not a product of Fast and Furious.
Not a faker like me. Just say it, Greg. Just say it. No, a lot of us got into it because of Fast and Furious, but there's a lot of OGs in the game that were like, dude, we were doing this before. I mean, obviously we didn't have the aftermarket support that movie came and brought, and you know. But before this, people were messing with them. You know, they were cutting the springs or whatnot. You know, they were having fun in their own way. Okay. So as we progress, what was your first car?
My first car was a 1989 Toyota Corolla sedan.
Nice.
Same color as your car, the burgundy. So,
was it manual, automatic?
It was an automatic. I got it from my stepmom.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of a freebie hand me down.
Those are the best.
Yeah. So
not when they're overheating and you know, they're close to, you know, dying on you, but for the most part, now you think back, you're like, those were pretty fun cars.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you do anything to it?
I think my very first mod I ever did was I got exhaust for it.
Nice.
So I had a loud exhaust on the Corolla.
Yeah.
So other than that,
be honest, did you shift D1, D2, D3, D4?
No, I didn't really do that because I didn't want to break it, because I knew like a lot of people that did like the transmission dumps and stuff like that, and I didn't want to break my transmission. So
some of us have done that. So yeah, I get you. Okay. We got going on. We didn't color coordinate this morning. We just happened to have good taste. Well, so for an 09, I think that the interior is really nice. Is there something you don't like about your Mazda? Nope. Loves it. Great. Yeah. Recommends it 1,000%. Nah, this is... The car is low. I mean, the car is really low, and you know, we're just getting here to the street. Obviously, very smooth road, but it doesn't feel low. It doesn't feel like it's bumpy or anything. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a pull right there. Next time, let me know so that I can act surprised. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Looks good. Okay.
This goes into the...
Any rubbing on the big turns?
Yeah. Ready for some donuts? Looks like some people did some donuts here, right?
The exhaust tone is not loud. It's very doable, livable.
Yeah, it's a MagnaFlow. So
Okay.
I have MagnaFlow muffler and resonator.
Oh, you got the resonator as well.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Wow, it's nice. Yeah. we see a muscle car and we're both like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, this is super comfortable, man.
Yeah.
This is great for a daily driver.
Oh yeah.
So obviously we graduated from that car. How do we stumble upon this hatchback, this Mazda?
Well, I don't know. Before this car, I had a 2006 Scion TC coupe, and it was a hatchback also. Bought that brand new. Second car bought brand new. Had it, modded the crap out of it. Started seeing these hatchbacks on the road, and I was like, oh, I love the shape of them and stuff. And so it really intrigued me. And so I think back in 2012, when I accidentally killed my TC, I was in the market for a new car. So I was either going to rebuild the engine, get a new engine for the TC, or just get rid of it and get something else. And just so happened, I pulled into a Mazda dealership, and they had this car. They had this car, and they had another hatchback on the lot already.
I love how you say it so happened. So like it was an accident.
Yeah,
but anyways,
okay. Just so happened to
so happened that dealership was there, and you got in your car on a Sunday morning to drive straight to it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
there was two hatchbacks, same generation.
Yes, same generation. One was the older one, and then there was this one.
Okay.
And the other one was a silver one. This one was this unique color. It's called Golden Sand Metallic. Super unique, yeah. So I pay attention to these hatches, and I see them a lot in silver, or that dark silver. But yeah, okay. So that's what intrigued me, was the car color, because I was like, wow, I never knew they came in this color. And so the guy was telling me, he's like, yeah, it only came out in 2009. And that's what gravitated my attention to it. And the guy told me, he's like, well, you should really buy it today, because I already have someone else looking at it. I'm like, okay. So
they always tell you that, Greg. Don't believe them. They always.
So I had to get rid of the Scion, because the motor was busted, and got this.
Awesome, man. Well, yeah. And how long ago was that?
2012.
Whoa. Okay, so you've had it for a long time then. It's not like a 3-month.
11 years.
Wow. You know what's crazy, because it doesn't look like a 11-year-old car, even though it's older than that. It's just it's a great looking car. So I'm surprised. Wow, 11 years then.
Well, it's actually, it's older than that, because it's 09.
Right, but the fact that it, at least for sure, is 11 years old since you've had it, plus whatever the actual age is, it's so cool, man. Because I think the shape of it is aging very, very nicely. Yeah, it looks very nice. It looks aggressive. Like I was telling you, it looks like a Subaru WRX wagon that they stopped making. Yeah. That's what I was looking at, the Subaru wagons too, before I got this, because I always like the look of the hatchbacks of the Subarus too. But the price difference is there. Price difference of that, and then I found out about the mechanical issues of the Subaru. So there's a few of them. Didn't want to deal with that. A few Subaru guys are nodding their head right now. Yeah. Well, let's start talking about these beautiful Mazda. Okay, so remind us, this is a Mazda what? Because I always get confused. Oh, Mazda 3. Mazda 3. Now, there's a difference between the Mazda 3 Speed and the Mazda 3? Correct. Gotcha, okay. So the Speed is more like the sports version, the S. Yeah, the Speed 3 is a turbocharged car that comes stock with more aggressive
aero.
Oh, okay.
And some cosmetic changes, and has a completely different front end.
Awesome. Okay.
Versus the base.
So this is the base.
Yeah, this is the base.
Awesome. Well, it doesn't look like a base because we're going to discuss the modifications that you've done. So, okay. So the name of the color, you already went over it. You have not resprayed the car. Looks amazing. Tell me about the front end. What have you done to it?
Wow. The front end, first I did custom made headlights.
By you?
By me.
Nice.
It's got a bunch of LEDs in it and stuff like that. Added the eyelids.
Nice touch.
Got a badgeless grille.
Oh.
Usually there's a gigantic Mazda logo in there.
You gotta represent. Now, where do you get this grill from? Is this like a European version or?
It's a Japanese. It's a Japanese replica.
Oh, okay.
It's called a Garage Very brand, but the one I have is a knockoff Chinese one.
Oh, okay.
That the fitment is horrible.
It doesn't look bad. You're your worst critic, so there you go. Gotcha. Okay, so it makes the car even look cleaner. Yes, definitely.
And then I got these Russian-made front lips, which the fitment was perfect.
Nice.
From their factory. I don't know how the Russians do it, but I believe in the Russian stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
I made a homemade front splinter.
Oh, okay.
Some Morimoto LED DRLs.
Okay.
Replacing the factory fog lights.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So the base comes with the fog lights already, or they come? Okay.
They come with like because it comes with like the flush lens and halogen.
Okay.
So ditch those.
And put the LEDs.
I made my own. Got the DRLs. Made my own brackets.
Nice.
Made them fit in there.
Okay. And you also have the quick release.
Oh yeah, that was kind of like a necessity because I had a different front lip, and I was pulling out of the driveway at a car meet, and I ripped my bumper off.
Nice.
Because I didn't angle out right in front of everybody.
Fun.
That was great, and I felt so embarrassed. And so ever since that, my bumper has never fit on there. So that's why I had the quick releases.
Side note: if you ever lose your bumper at a car meet, okay, that's the least place you should feel embarrassed. Now, if you do that at work or somewhere where there's just normal people, sure. But if anybody makes fun of you at a car meet for losing your bumper because your car's low, you gotta reevaluate the people that you're hanging out with and reevaluate the people that are creating these communities. Because if somebody, in my opinion, if somebody just drops the front of the, I start like, hell yeah, dude, because we're idiots that we decided to lower our cars. Yeah. But that's our thing.
Yeah, so, I think it was more self-embarrassment.
I get you.
Because when it happened, you're like, oh, damn it.
It is embarrassing, don't get me wrong. But if there's a place where you want to do that, it's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not the place where you should be like, oh, man, people are going to make fun of me. If they do, then at that point, you're like, hey, maybe this is not the Cars and Coffee for me. But I get what you're saying. I want to throw that out there because we are the ones that like modding our cars, you know, whether you like Mazdas or not. Like, the whole idea is that you're lowering them, you're doing things to it. If you rub your fenders, like, that's the whole point. We're having all fun with it. Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Okay, so as we move over to the side of the car, the side skirts, what brand?
Those are Aeroflow.
Okay.
They are actual aluminum powder coated.
You said OEM. Is that from the Mazda 3 Speed?
No, it's just a factory side skirts.
Really?
Yeah. Even the base comes with.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Skirts. Yeah. I ripped them off a couple times. So.
Okay.
Accidentally.
And then the rear, what do you got going on in the rear of the hatch?
Custom made taillights by me also.
A lot of LED.
My only JDM thing is the Excella badge, because in Japan they're called the Excella.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Excella. Gotcha. Nice.
Is
it still Mazda Excella?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And then the Mazda 6 in Japan is called the Atenza.
Atenza. Oh, interesting.
So if you see a Mazda 6 and they got the Atenza badge,
then you know. You know.
I got the Speed 3 rear diffuser.
Oh, nice touch.
The exhaust tip, instead of going with the typical circular gigantic tailpipe, I wanted something different. So I found a black chrome oblong shape. So I just want to be different.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
And it's a single exit, right?
Single exit.
Single exit. Yeah. Nice.
The second gen has duals.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I like it. I like it very, very much.
And then rear wiper delete.
Oh.
I'm not a rear wiper guy.
Okay. Makes it very, very clean.
Yeah.
Now, do the Excelas in Japan, do they have shorter bumpers?
Yes, you're correct. Yeah. Okay. So in Japan and Europe, they don't have the side marker.
Oh, okay.
And the bumper probably comes out right here.
I'm just assuming because every time I see big bumpers like this, in any car, Euros or Hondas, I'm assuming Japan did the smaller one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my plan, was trying to find a Euro bumper. Mm-hmm. I found one, but I couldn't afford it, and then it changes all the whole back end, and I was like, I'll just
this is fine.
Yeah, I'll just get the USDM.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I'm just it kind of grabbed my attention. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then obviously, as a hatch, my favorite part of the hatch is the wing that goes with it.
That's a Speed 3 spoiler.
Ooh.
And DIY made extensions.
Nice. Very DIY driven, huh? Always been like that with all your cars?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Now, prior to owning it, did you ever drive a Mazda before?
Nope, this is my first Mazda.
So you just like the shape of it?
I just like the shape of it and the interior and all that stuff.
So when you went to that dealership, was that the first time you ever saw it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Okay.
Yeah, and then I think what sold me was when this car was 100% stock. I took a test drive, and the sales guy was in your seat. I was like, "Hey, can I take a turn really fast?" He's like, "Oh, go ahead." He's like, "Okay." Yeah. So I whipped this around the corner, stuck like no other. I was like, "Okay, I'm sold."
Yeah. Now we're in a road that is not so friendly, and it's taking like a champ.
Yeah.
Great suspension. Wow.
ISC's.
Yeah, dude. Great job on the suspension. It takes it. It definitely boogies, It's a 1.8?
2.3.
2.3, okay. It's a 2.3. I mean, it's practically an H22 without a VTEC.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it's a 2.3. It's basically almost like a H series.
Gotcha. One of the things I immediately, once I saw the car, I told you, I'm like, dude, you nailed the stance on this car. Absolutely great. And it's your daily driver, you said, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about what suspension pieces do you have? What do you got going on?
I have the ISC coilovers.
Okay.
And I got the STP rear camber kit.
Okay. Sway bars.
I got a thicker rear sway bar. I forgot the brand. I got the Moog brand rear end links.
Oh, nice.
And on the front, I have all Moog inner outer tie rods.
Which make a huge difference.
Yeah.
It makes the car very sturdy, yes.
And I got a generic front strut bar.
So you definitely have dialed in the suspension. Nice, okay.
Yeah.
And then the wheel and tire setup? What is the name and what are the specs?
The wheels are by a company called Tracklite. So they're Flowform wheels. So they're actually only 16 pounds each.
Woo, that's light.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
It's dramatic. You really feel it going uphill. And I've had these wheels forever. Mm-hmm. And they're actually Mazda Miata wheels. And that's the reason I got it for my car, because once again, I want to be different.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, I never see it on a 3.
Interesting.
And the specs were great. These are 17x8, 35 offset.
There it is. That 35 offset always does it. They're 17s. They look great. I mean, I think it's so proportionate to the car. I thought they were going to be like 16s, but
no,
perfect.
17s. This is Speed 3. Actually comes with 18s.
Definitely turns. That's sometimes the appeal from cars like these ones. They're not super fast, but the handling is what makes up for it, right?
Oh, yeah. This car has been really great on canyon roads.
I bet. Yeah. And then you get off the canyon, go on the traffic, which is super packed, And you're chilling.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I'm a true believer that if you're happy with the car, it doesn't have to. Not everything has to be manual. Not everything has to be turbo. Not everything has to be, whatever the masses believe that has to be. I think this is a cool car. Definitely brings light to a different chassis, and we like it. Wow. For a daily driver, very, very clean.
Once again, went a little crazy in the interior. I got the Speed 3 seats.
Oh, it's so cool that these are OEM for the Speed 3. They look great.
Some of the most comfortable OEM seats, and they keep you in. Those are the Mazda Speed 3 door sills.
Oh, okay.
Some aluminum pedals. I got the Cork Sport steering wheel.
Oh, okay. So this is not an OEM one.
No.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Those are for the Cork Sport steering wheel for the first gen has been discontinued. So I guess now it's a rare item.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I flocked the dash with black flock.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
And with vinyl wood grain overlays.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. It's cool.
Because it came stock with the ugly black piano black finish.
Oh, you don't like the piano black? I like the piano black, but okay.
Never a fan of that.
You're like, no, it's too fancy for me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then obviously the rear, super, super clean. Nice, beautiful hatch. No wiper, very clean. Wow, okay. And what are the future plans for the interior?
I don't have any plans for now. It's good for now. Probably the last thing I wanted was the Cork Sport steering wheel, which I got now.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's good.
It's good. All right. Well, it's interesting because it's an automatic. So let's check out the K series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honda Power.
Honda Power. Hey man, honestly, it doesn't bother me that's automatic. I think it's cool the fact that you have a cool daily driver. And then I can't believe this is a daily driver, man. It's so clean, very creative. I love it. What are we staring at, Greg?
It is the stock motor. Put many hours of my life into this engine bay. For a while, because I was unemployed for a while, and so I had nothing to do. So I just came down here and decided to, do up the engine base. So I did a semi-wire tuck of all the wires that I could, and clean that up. It came stock with a plastic valve cover. I found a company in Hong Kong that sold an aluminum valve cover, and now I have an aluminum valve cover that I painted.
I love it.
With the Duracell Ultra theme.
Plus.
Shout out to my friend Andy Mercado for suggesting that.
Great suggestion, and great execution, by the way, because it looks exactly like the whole brand. I'm like, you have an EV now. Got it. Okay.
And then then I just replaced most of the hardware I can get with aftermarket hardware. Got the Cork Sport SRI.
Okay. Wow. Every bolt, man, you've touched up. I love it. Well, let's start talking about it. The motor is still stock, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. No problems there. Leave as is. The coil and plug, did you upgrade it?
No, there's a company called Late Night Racing that makes these 90-degree billet aluminum plates.
Oh wow!
And
cool.
It turns the coil packs 90 degrees, so it gives it a cleaner look.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I see NGK, so I'm like, oh wow, maybe it's something different. So it is something different then. Okay, from OEM. Cool. Okay. And then the strut bar you said is a Mazda 3-speed?
No, it's just a generic one I've had ever since one of the first mods I did.
Okay, I like it. Okay. Have you done anything about the throttle body? Is that still stock?
Stock. The only thing I other did was I upgraded all 3 motor mounts with the AWR Racing poly mounts.
They look great, dude. And you said that was a big game changer for you.
Oh, right? Yeah, that was a huge just
upgrade. Okay. Everything's there, AC's there, works, no problem.
AC currently does not work because I accidentally smashed it again. So.
How low is this AC, man?
It's right on the bottom, right next to the oil pan, which is a bad
Oh my
design.
God.
Bad design.
Bad design. Any future plans for the engine compartment?
Probably not for now.
You like how it is?
Yeah, it's good as it is. I wanted to go like super crazy, like the Honda guys that do like a full-on shave and stuff like that. But I'm like, nah. I'd rather,
like the Honda guys. You're a Honda guy too, man. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I used to be a diehard Honda guy.
There you go. Nah, it's never I used to it. I'm still. You just don't have the car right now. Eventually, you'll get another one.
Oh yeah.
This is cool, man. I really like it. For a daily driver, NA, great on gas mileage, I'm assuming. How many miles does the car have?
Currently, I just hit 197,000.
197. Okay. I don't know what that means in Mazda world, but
I think it's pretty good because a lot of the first gen guys, they blow up their motors or the transmission goes. So, you know, knock on wood.
Yeah, we're not having that today, okay? But it goes back to when you're like, you know, what we're discussing. You take care of it, it'll take care of you. And it seems like you've done everything right. You're properly maintaining it. It should be fine, man.
Yeah, you know, like proper car maintenance.
Proper car maintenance for sure. I love it, man. Very good job. Very clean. Another Honda guy?
Yeah.
Is it like a car meet around here or what?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe back there where that muscle car pulled in. I don't know.
We stumbled upon a car meet. This is cool though, man. Thank you for this opportunity. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I like the shape of the car. I mean, when I interview our buddy and his Mazda protege, I was like, I never consider them. And I do see them on the road, but they're not modified. So therefore you're like, oh, okay, whatever. But once you see a car like this on the road, and they're modified, then it makes you think like twice about it.
Yeah, I mean, like when I upgraded the big three, when I upgraded the seats, steering wheel, so the whole driving experience feels great now. Like I never thought a seat and a steering wheel would make a difference.
Oh yeah. Well, even like you mentioned, motor mounts. Like you don't think about those things, but it makes the car feel a bit sturdy. The strut bar makes it a little bit more, you know, handling friendly. So every little thing we do to the cars adds character to it. You can make a left on the stop sign. Not necessarily is going to improve, especially sometimes we go a little too low and then it messes up with the handling, the suspension geometry. But, you know, if it's our style, it's our style. So, there you go. That's a pretty steep driveway that it's scraped, so kudos to you. There you go. Love it, dude. Thank you for the opportunity. You can make our. Thank you so much for making the time for us, man. This is super different from what we've showcased in the past. This is definitely the very first of this, and we're happy to be part of it because I really think that there's a lot of potential with these cars. I think the Mazda brand is what keeps a lot of us kind of away, like, oh, it might not be reliable, whatever the case may be. But then once we see more people like yourself who are actually building it and they're working 100,000 plus, close to 200,000 miles, it tells you that reliability does exist, and so we shouldn't shy away from it. But anyways, thank you so much for making the time. Thank you so much for driving all the way up here because it was a big distance for you, man. Any shout outs?
Shout out to Automotive Anatomy coming down too. You know,
appreciate it, buddy.
Taking your time out to show off the Mazda. Other than that, you know, I guess shout out to my car group, San Diego Car Enthusiasts.
Awesome.
We were always out there at the Cars and Coffee on almost every weekend. I think that's it.
That's it. Okay. And yourself, because you've done all of the work.
Oh yeah.
Why not? Yeah, definitely give credit where credit's due.
100%. I've done everything on this car. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, we definitely we like it, and thank you so much for reaching out, man. I think it's a cool story. Definitely cool build, something different, and yeah, we're looking forward to see what you do next with it, man. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and definitely we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet.